Why a man or a king or a God has to love work before he love a woman is because as a man, you are the great work. Scripture says when you find a wife, you find a good thing. But the secret to that is your wife is God. It's your heart. And you gotta first marry it before you marry something outside of yourself. You have to fall in love with work like you fall in love with watching TV shows, hanging out with the fellas, or playing games, right? You have to fall in love with work. And I'm not talking about the J-O-B. I'm talking about the work that you do within, meaning something that you see out here that you saw in your heart. And it's just, you can't let it go. It's some industry you want to be in, some company you want to create that keep burning like a fire within inside you. You got to first work on that. Give that value to a point it start oozing out of you, where you get around certain people and you can't help but talk about it. That's how you know. And then from there, you don't have to seek out a queen, a goddess. It will be sent to you in the midst of your works, in the midst of you staying in your garden, right? See, it's too many of us trying to fix and get in battles that we haven't been called in. And I'm talking about man and woman. I know a woman right now that's going through it. And it's all because she's choosing to still stay attached to people. Although she's changed the places and the things, but can't let go of people. And that's due to lack of self-assurance, lack of self-value, lack of loving yourself enough to know that you deserve more. See, as a man, you are here to lead, you are here to conquer. But first you gotta give a queen something to follow. You can't lead with your little head. You gotta gain something here. Like I tell myself, don't let this be big for nothing. You know? Straight full ton, right? And you gotta talk to yourself like that too. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, would you follow you? Like today, I got a meeting I gotta get ready to go to based on this company that I'm bringing back to life with the help of my other half, my wife, right? And your helpmate should help you multiply. They should take a little of the weight of that load off of you without having to ask. They just can see what you're doing and they just come into play, right? Kind of like when you got a good heart and you see somebody need help, you just do it. See, that true helpmate gonna do things while I'm sleeping. She on the laptop this morning, handling some stuff, right? Because the company I wanna start, because I really wanna help people. Yes, I wanna get back into trucking, but I got a smaller company I'm going to start right below it that may blow past it, which is a non-emergency transportation company. But we rebranded, renamed it, because I started it here in Newport News about 2 years ago. And I stopped it because I moved. But we back now, and this time we won't be stopped. You gotta make sure your foundation is right, family. So I gotta get ready to go up to this meeting. The name of the company is CTF Divine Flow, family. And if you have any type of insight when it comes down to anyone that may need those services within the next 30 days, comment below, get in contact with me. Hit me on my website at www.createtheflownp, meaning nonprofit.com. And we'll have somebody there, if not me or my wife, that can assist you with making that connection. Because there's so much we got coming and I can't do it all by myself, and so my spouse can't neither. These things that we about to bring forth to help the community through the nonprofit is gonna take a community working it as one. You get what I'm saying? Although it's 10, 20 people, It's only one spirit operating through the 10 or 20. We got to be in alignment, in other words. So the same way me and my partner can sit here and set up businesses, things that can help people for real, we willing to help you. That's what our nonprofit is about. Giving back as well as giving and sharing information amongst each other so that we can grow. That's the key, family. But I don't want to direct this off the path of what this message was really about. And it's about y'all kings, y'all gods. You got to give somebody something to follow, because that queen is always watching you. It's like your kids. They don't do what you say, they do what they see. And it's the same way with your maid. Give them something to see instead of talking them into something. Anybody can talk good, but what their heart do, what their walking do, what you really bringing, man? What are you really billing? The whole goal for a king or a god on earth as the little g, the representation of the Most High, is to leave their footprint when they leave. Leave the footprint. Don't dwell where you're not wanted. If a person don't see your value, leave. Just go. But you gotta know your value first. You gotta understand the power that God has given you. It ain't just in you being stronger than the opposite. But you gotta be strong on all levels, because that's where the opposite really overpowers you, because you get too stuck in your ego because you're stronger physically, but you're weaker on all the other elements. It's time to rise, man. But y'all know me, I never go with the flow. I'm here to create the flow and help others do the same. That's my whole purpose of being here. And we all gotta start protecting our energy and stop giving it out so freely, because I've been doing that lately and I started feeling bad about it. Because some people don't know how to use your energy. They just play with it like it's an amusement park. Oh, it's just something to do to get a little time to go by. No, we ain't got time for that. It's time for us to get at it. 2025 is not the year to be playing games. You supposed to have done found yourself in this year. You supposed to have done face yourself and look yourself in the mirror this year, 2024. 2025, you supposed to be stepping, stumping, and getting ready to take flight. That's what it's about. No more separation, family.